of the morning to ya. So, I'm gonna try something different. I am actually at my desk. I have never in my life signed up for Reddit, but I feel like I'm behind in the trend of being part of the Reddit community. I watch a lot of commentator YouTubes, and I thought it would be fun to kind of go down a rabbit hole of Reddit, certain topics. So I'm signing up, and I wanted to do this in live time with you, I guess live-ish for a video. I didn't know that they literally come up with random ideas for your username for you. That actually helps me because I had no idea what I was gonna make my username. But now I'm just gonna let it pick one for me. Or I'm gonna like maybe do a couple different ones that they see and then combine them. But I just thought this was funny. So the first one that comes up, I can't remember what it was. I refreshed it because I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. This one, it says mediocre finger. And I'm like, mediocre could be fun. So I'm gonna write that down because I have the memory of a goldfish. Ambitious bread. Ooh. Okay, okay. I have an idea. I'm gonna see if one's available. Let me see if I can type this in. Does that work? Fuck yeah. Okay, I got my handle. It's great. And it's available. Perfect. Okay, so this is gonna be my new Reddit handle. I'll put it there. I gotta write this down. I'm not gonna remember. This is extremely overwhelming. It's just people bitching about shit. Like, I knew that's what it was, but like, wow, okay. Am I the asshole? I'm just reading titles here. Am I the asshole for excluding my ex's new girlfriend? Okay. Am I the asshole for refusing to leave my apartment for a day because of my Muslim roommate's conservative mom? Am I an asshole for not asking my dad to let my mom use his apartment? Am I the asshole for filing a police report on a good friend who was caught on video stealing my boyfriend's camera at a dinner? She has refused to help me either replace it in full or contribute to the cost of replacing it. Okay. Am I the asshole for not helping because I'm tired? Am I the asshole for locking my bathroom? Am I the asshole for refusing to wake up at 5 a.m. just to drive my wife at work? It's supposed to be 2. I can already tell that your grammar sucks. And yeah, you are an asshole, by the way. Okay, so I'm gonna put it on the screen right here. We can read it together. My wife, 32 female, and I, 31 male, are happily married since 2023. I'm a teacher, she works at a bakery. Till now, I used to pick and drop her as... What? Till now, I used to pick and drop her as our work timings were roughly the same. Okay, I'm gonna have a fucking brain aneurysm trying to get through this. Recently, she got a shift in position, which requires her to be present there by 5:30 a.m. She doesn't know how to drive as she's paranoid about it. Bus service is not feasible. One coworker is ready to pick and drop her at a point around Okay, so I'm just gonna scroll past everyone that talks about it's either 8 minutes or 10 minutes or 15 minutes. She needs to get over her fear and grow up and learn to drive. Or suck it up and walk 8 to 10 minutes. Or even bike. Biking would be a lot better. At least she would get there, and if someone potentially comes out to hurt her, she could bike away. But judging somebody for not driving, like, there's a lot of people I know, not a lot, but like, I don't really hang out with a lot of people, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. But there's people that I know that don't drive, and it's a genuine fear. It could have been from past trauma, from a car accident, or maybe their parents were just assholes when they drove and they like ripped around corners and stuff like that. You don't know why someone has that fear of driving. You just don't know. You don't know all the answers. So to say, oh, just get over it, start driving. It's like the same thing as someone who has a fear of swimming because maybe there's something traumatic that happened to them swimming as a kid. It's not that easy to just get over. She seems like one of those people who complains about her problems, such as this one, but doesn't want to... Oh my god, this is just fun. I want to know if these are men or women in the comments, because that would make this better. Okay, I can tell this is a woman. Okay, here we go. It is rare, but some people have such a severe case of anxiety that they're unable to drive. The thought of crashing and hurting themselves or someone else is overwhelming. She probably has the same anxiety about walking that short distance. That being said, she should get help, either therapy or medication or both. Oh, that's where you lost me. That's where... I mean, I understand therapy, but medication because you have anxiety to drive, like, again, we don't know. This person's not giving us enough context, not addressing if she had a severe car accident that she's traumatized from driving. I don't know. Okay. She's not able / willing to drive. She's not able / willing to bike. She's not able / walk. What the fuck is she willing to do to compromise other than completely? I agree. She should be able to bike, but maybe if she was not properly trained or not trained. Oh my god, that's what you do with animals. If she, you need to tell her work with animals. If she was not properly taught how to ride a bike, riding a bike at 32 can be extremely difficult. Weaponizing competence at its finest, I guess, like, to an extent. Again, we don't know the context of everything. This person's not giving a lot. I had to Google it, but that's less than a kilometer. Yeah, duh. Kilometers 1.6, idiot. Anyways, to me, 0.6 miles is pretty trivial if it's not unsafe, though a bike would be ideal. I'd be more sympathetic to a safety argument. Okay, this is the first time someone's mentioned fucking safety. God damn it. And I'm almost halfway down my scroll. But I'd still hesitate to say you changing your sleep habits should be the solution to this problem. I'm gonna thumbs that one up. Safety doesn't work as an argument if she's asking OP to drive tired. You can literally just shift your sleep schedule to accommodate someone that you claim to love. Not that hard. Not that hard. When you're in a relationship, you work as a, say it with me, team. Okay? You work together. You have to help each other. Okay? Your job is not more important than hers, and vice versa. So, people are just talking about fucking time. Even if she walks slowly and takes 8 to 12 minutes, this is nothing but clearly not a reason to remove 2 full hours of sleep from your spouse. Who said that he can't go back to sleep? Or just go to bed earlier. Just go to bed earlier. Someone says it's not being a princess to need that amount of sleep to function. I personally am wrecked if I don't get 7 to 12 hours. Okay, so I'm gonna pause and say this. Do they have kids? Why are you going to bed at 12? You conveniently left that out of why you go to bed at 12. Your wife probably doesn't go to bed at 12 considering she has to work at 5:30. So why don't you go to bed with your wife? Wouldn't it be nice to go to bed with your wife? But it kind of sounds like you hate your wife. Honestly. Not the asshole, right? My 10-year-old son rides to school, but oh my god, this is gonna be interesting. Right, my 10-year-old son rides his bike to school most days. It's a mile both ways. What time, dry garlic, does your son, your 10-year-old son, ride his bike? Is it at 5 a.m., your 10-year-old son? Or is it at 7:30? Didn't even put that in there. Okay. Is it too late to answer this? When was this posted? I'm gonna answer. I'm gonna type something up here because this is having me fuming. Join the conversation. Here we go. I'm gonna get very formal with this. Dear OP. Oh my god, my brain. I'm gonna save you guys this hassle and I'll just read you what I write before I hit send, okay? Because like, I'm so sorry. Okay. This is what I took a little, okay. Dear OP, based on your lack of context with the reason why your wife won't drive, why your bedtime is midnight, and why she may not have been taught how to properly ride a bike, I think it's safe to say that you did that intentionally to discredit her. Was she in a severe accident as a child? Do you have children that require you to put them to bed before your 9 p.m. tutoring session? Remember we talked about the difference between his work at 5 and 9, so there's time to nap. Honestly, it just seems like you're not willing to be flexible to help your wife out because you may consider her job to be less important than yours. You could very easily either adjust your bedtime at 10:30 or adjust your bedtime to 10:30 or go back to sleep after driving her. One thing I've noticed in this thread, there's an extra space in there that's going to bother me. I need to delete that. One thing I've noticed in this thread is that people keep comparing scenarios without full context. Let's keep in mind it's 5 a.m. Not very many people are awake at that time in case something dangerous happens. A lot of people forget to consider the safety aspect of walking anywhere at 5 a.m. as a young female to be extremely dangerous. That's the other thing. She's not 45, she's 32. Not that that makes a huge difference, but it does make a difference. So I ask you this, which is worse, adjusting your bedtime to help out your wife or having something potentially dangerous happen to her because you're being too selfish to help her? Comment. All right, well, that's fun. I need to go and like go for a walk or something because reading that hurts my brain. Typing on this computer hurts my brain. Just the blatant selfishness that's coming from somebody that's like, I don't want to interrupt my sleep pattern to drive my wife to work. It's different if it was 7 a.m. It's 5 a.m. Nothing good happens in the middle of the night in the dark, okay? I'm just saying, like, okay, let's all take a deep breath because that was a lot. But if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below. What do you guys think? Like, do you agree with what I said or is there a different opinion there? And I will see you next Tuesday.